Okay, so I think this camera handles wind noise 1,000 times better than my Canon does. So I'm on the mall, right? There's the Washington Monument, and beyond it is the Lincoln Memorial. And this is kind of a busy place. And I am looking for the Air and Space Museum, because that's usually always the most fun. And we'll see who has stuff in there. I mean, does Elon, are any of the SpaceX things in there? I hope they are. I know all the Apollo missions and stuff like that are, and a bunch of airplanes and cool stuff. So anyway, this is the Smithsonian Building, the original one. This red thing, which is just gorgeous. And it houses the Science Museum, I think. It's been a long time since I've been here. Long time. 23 years, maybe? 24 years? I was going to say, I'm going to put my camera away, but then, you know, it's like I could spend a week in each one of these museums. So, and I'm not sure if you all are interested in that depth of coverage, or if I'm just going to expose you to the fact that the Smithsonian is here. And if you are traveling to DC, you can come and check it out yourself, which is, I highly, highly recommend. Today I'm going to cover the Air and Space Museum. Okay, so I'm going to turn my camera off and then pull it out when I get there. It's a ways up here, I think. This is a great place to ride a mountain bike, you know. Gravel trails everywhere. Good place for mountain bike. This is America's Park, the National Mall. Beautiful place. Okay. So check out all these food trucks all along here, all the way down. A whole bunch of food trucks. I'll have to come and have a cheesesteak or something. So, National Air and Space Museum. It's under construction. Looks like big to-dos going on here. So, and there's a line, so let's go navigate that. Yes, there's a line to get in, but I will wait. So the security guard said that if you have a bag, you have to wait in line and get it screened through security, but if you don't have a bag, you can just walk right in. So there are people just walking right in, which is kind of nice, I guess. But I have cameras, so I'm here. So we're almost through security. This line is gigantic and it goes all the way around. And it seems like for some reason they're crawling in there. be through in a minute or two, I hope. So, like I said, this thing is huge, and there's so much stuff in here, and let's kind of start here. And I'm going to give you a smattering, but not the whole thing for sure. I'd be here for a week. So here it is. Pretty crazy. 2 guys stuffed inside that. They must have been little. You know?
First to be on Mars. Huh? It's a surface. It is.
Okay, so this is a little overwhelming. Look at the size of that propeller. Holy mackerel. So I have to believe they made 2 of these, because the top half of this is the one that returned to the spaceship that was orbiting the moon. The bottom half was left behind. So these are models, and or they made 2 of them. I think they tend to make 2 of everything when they get big contracts like this. That seems to make sense. They make 2 of everything.
I don't know.
So here's a Russian rocket. And the Pershing II. This is our rocket. Nuclear warheads. Scary. Okay, so let's keep going. Oh my God, look at this. I'm gonna turn this off for a second and wander over there. Oh, the second floor is closed. That's a bummer. Hey, let's touch the moon. Cool. So the big theater's not open, which is kind of a drag. I've seen some cool movies in there. Like Blue Planet. That was just amazing. Look at this thing. One of the space stations. So this is Skylab. And I mean, Skylab, this is not Skylab. This is a duplicate or something. There's Hubble. There's a V2. That's pretty amazing. So the second floor is closed, so we can't go up inside this thing.
That's a good question.
It's kind of a bummer.
There are lots of planets in space. You know how many planets there are around the sun? Excellent.
There's a US module and the Russian module. Anyway, so I implore you to visit this place. It's pretty amazing. Here's some rockets. Rockets, big rockets. Thiokol, Morton Thiokol, big rockets. The Thiokol's out in Utah. So there's a bunch of construction going on, and so this museum is not very big right now. It's usually gigantic with all the theaters open and everything, and it's just kind of a little small at this point. One floor. Look at some of this. Here's Skylab. A model of Skylab, anyway. Virtual reality and simulator rides. So that's the Spirit of St. Louis, the plane that Charles Lindbergh flew across the Atlantic. I'm going to pull out my other camera with the zoom. Didn't have a windshield. Probably didn't need one. So this is the X-15. This is the first plane to break the sound barrier. So I think I'm going to head over to the National Gallery and/or the National Gallery East building, and I think there's a restaurant underground there, right here. I'm going to go see if I can find that. I'm starving. Even closer. I was expecting it to be completely, barricaded off, like with walls and stuff around it, and I'm not sure exactly what I'm looking at, but those look like stairs. So who knows? Here's this Mason Dick. Some of the Christians think that this emits evil power to, I don't know what to do, but I can feel it. It's terrible. Okay, so I'm over here, and there's a restaurant underneath these glass pyramids, and I'm gonna go find it. And it's part of a tunnel system that runs between these two museums. This is the National Gallery. And so I'm going to go in here and go downstairs and find that restaurant because I'm starving. Here's where I am.
Wait, they're dancing. They're doing a TikTok, my guy. Look at that.
So I'm inside the National Gallery. I am headed to the restaurant. If you want to come here and see all the beautiful art in this place, then you should come. And I highly recommend spending time at the Smithsonian. You will learn a lot and see a lot of cool stuff. Be exposed to more ideas. That's always a good thing. Be exposed to more ideas. And so here's the bookstore. Cindy's book used to be in here. I don't know if it still is. My sister's book on the architectural history of Cairo called The Bell Epic. Oh, this is all boingy, 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 springy. Cool. So here's all the pyramids that are upstairs. So I have to find some food. I'm going to turn this off for a minute. So check this out. Turkey Reuben for 11 bucks. Diet Coke $4.40, subtotal $15.40, $1.54 tax, so that's 10% tax. Total $16.94 for this. Washington D.C. has absolutely lost its mind. And me too, for spending money here. I need to be gone from here so badly. So this whole neighborhood has been affected by the construction of this arena here. What was once beautiful Chinatown is now gentrified Horrorville. I'm getting closer. So here's the original gate I'm glad they kept that. And it looks like there's some motif around. I'm gonna find lunch, I think, somewhere. So that's a potential place for lunch. What's it called? Chinatown Garden Restaurant. So I'm gonna keep looking, see what all is here. Kind of sad. Everything is so pretty and clean. I want some China. You know, a little grunge, some people. Okay, now we're talking. The new Big Wong Chinese restaurant. It does not look open, but this place, Pho 88, looks amazing. So there's some kind of symbolism behind that 88, and I'm not sure what it is. I'm gonna sniff that out. So this looks great. I think this is where I'm having lunch. Let me walk around a little bit more. There's Rita's. Karaoke fans entrance, walk and roll karaoke. Huh, interesting. Wonder if it's the same kind of service you can get in karaoke in Vietnam. In other words, full service. Chinese food, sushi, karaoke. It's actually karaoke, not karaoke. Walk and roll. So I just bought my first lottery ticket in Washington, D.C. So this is how I remember Chinatown, and this part of it's still here, and that's cool. All these little restaurants. So I'm kind of hungry, and I have a whole bunch of choices, which is fun. And oftentimes that is like overwhelming, so I'm just gonna have to pick one. But it's nice, really nice to come down here and see some of the old Chinatown still intact. And this is the H Street corridor, I think this runs. That's 5th. Yep, that's 5th. And so 6th and 7th, and I don't know how far down it goes, but the H Street corridor further that way was totally destroyed in some riots like in the 60s or 70s, and it's never been rebuilt. Well, when I was here in the 90s, it hadn't been rebuilt. Everything was still boarded up 20 years after the riot. So I don't know that I want to go explore that place. So, okay. So look at this building over here. That's kind of interesting, the pink thing. Pink and green. What does it say? I can zoom in on that and see what it says. Can we read it? Temple of Kunyum. Temple of Kunyum? Huh. Kunyum is a food, I think, maybe? Who knows? Okay, Chinatown, you're not a complete disappointment. Where did I want to eat? I'll ask somebody. So the Korean lady in the bar, in the liquor store, said go to one of these over here upstairs, and I don't really see one. Nothing that looks too enticing. So I will shoot some more video down here. I noticed there's an HSBC here. That's kind of funny in Chinatown. I mean, why not? HSBC stands for Hong Kong Shanghai Bank of China, if you didn't know. Hong Kong Shanghai Bank of China, HSBC. And it's one of the most corrupt banks on the planet. It's also a pretty high performance bank, but they're still investing in coal. You know, they're total shitbags. But their ATMs work everywhere, so that's nice. So it looks like I'm walking away from Chinatown in terms of restaurants and stuff, I think. I might have to do an about face and go. So I'm gonna eat here. This is the first place I thought about, or the first place I bumped into that looked good, and I returned. So I'm gonna go in here. But I see people going into this deli. Huh. Oh well. Same people. It says deli by foot 88, and here's foot 88. I'll just go here. Your menu, please. So I'm seeing this more and more frequently, where you have to scan this QR code with your phone in order to get the menu. So there's no physical menu. Maybe they're doing that because of COVID. And here I am touching this thing. So I ordered pho chin, and we'll see. It's beef brisket, pho with beef brisket, and it should be great, hopefully. So this looks great. Oh yeah, this looks good.
Fresh garden rolls and vermicelli wrapped in rice paper.
Nice.
Inside there's some veg.
And I have these
And then there's an option
to put in here too.
pork, shrimp, and pork, and then tofu with a peanut sauce on the side.
Nice.
Shrimp.
So I'm gonna pull. Look at this, is all basil.
Okay, what else?
Here's sprouts and jalapenos. Sprouts and jalapenos. Let that soak in there.
Green, black pig, and all the toppings. So cucumber, people like the carrots, a lot of jalapeno. Anything else? I like it on me also. Grilled pork. Okay. Pate. And all the toppings.
So that's the real Vietnamese way to do it.
Diet
Full basil. And I will sit here and let this sort of stew for a while. Let the jalapenos soften up. Let the basil soften up a bit.
Vegetables, barbecue force, all the toppings except the jalapenos. And then there's another bubble chicory.
Yum. Yum. That pepper was hot. Oh, so good. So good. And this brisket is fabulous. So that was fantastic. And no, I'm not sure where I'm going. I think I'm heading home. Okay? So this place was fantastic. Fantastic. 608 H Street in Chinatown in DC.